Off the Shark MMA Show. On. All right, everybody, we're back on the show, and today we got an old guest that I keep bringing back on occasionally, Adam Nutter. How you doing today, Adam?
Yeah, look at these no muscles I got. What's up? What's going
Man.
on,
So
dude?
what's going on, man? How you doing?
All right, just fucking living the dream, you know? That's white guy speak for just trying barely hanging in
Yeah.
there.
So you survived. You survived the COVID. You're back to work and
Yeah,
everything
we're
like
doing
that.
shows again. We've been doing, I've been doing shows all during COVID, but just, not as much as not COVID. So, but now things are picking back up again. We're doing more, traveling more. So it's going back. It's fun.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's great. Yeah, for those who haven't listened or watched the shows when I had him on, is a comedian, and he's got his own podcast, and he does a lot of shows. He's in the Philadelphia area, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Doing as much as we can out here, doing New York stuff, Jersey stuff, Pennsylvania stuff.
great, man. It's great. Yeah, it's great. It's great to see that you're alive and kicking.
Yeah.
And today we're going to be talking about the upcoming UFC. Well, I think it's in
Yes.
2 weeks anyway.
Yeah.
UFC 264 with Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor. Wanted to get your thoughts on that. We got the co-main event is Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Thompson. Then you got Greg Hardy fighting Ty. I don't even know how to say that person.
Tai Tuivasa.
Yeah. Sean O'Malley's going to be kicking it off, but they don't. I don't see it in the.
He dropped out. The dude he was fighting. I forgot who he's fighting, but he dropped out.
So they got to find a replacement, right?
Yep. So replacement for him. I hate Greg Hardy. He's a piece of shit. So I hope Tua beats the shit out of him, and I think he will. He's a much better fighter. Let's be honest. Like Tui Tuivasa is an actually skilled heavyweight, and Greg Hardy's a fucking animal. So I hope.
Isn't he the guy that had like during after a match he had to like take an inhaler? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that was before COVID or something. He had some match
it was
before COVID. It was like in between rounds, and they gave him like those inhalers that asthma people get.
Yep.
Like,
fuck him.
And they were commentating, dude. Like, if you got to do an inhaler in the middle of between rounds, there's something wrong.
How is that even legal? It's like I feel like that's like an aid almost. Like everyone should be able to do that. Then, like, oh, I have asthma. Like take an inhaler hit. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, it's crazy that they allow that. Yeah. So I think Tua takes that fight. I don't know who Sean O'Malley's fighting. He doesn't have an opponent right now. So
yeah.
Undetermined.
He should do right. He had a good knockout in his last fight.
Yeah.
Right?
Was it a walk-off? No.
I don't remember who it was, but he knocked the guy down twice. Like the first time, he almost knocked him out in under a minute or something like that.
He tried to do that bullshit walk-off knockout, and the guy wasn't done. I was like, "Hey, man, finish the fuck!" And then it took him like the third round to finish him. Right? It took him like the whole fight.
Yeah.
That's what happens, you idiot. I like Sean, but like you can't do that. Like, stop going for the highlight, dude. Like the highlight's the knockout. Like if you knock him out and just finish the knockout, that is the highlight. Like stop going for the fucking a walk off home run. It's cool when it happens, but like then you have to fight 2 more rounds if it doesn't work. So,
yeah, that guy he fought was tough. Like, I thought he was out too when he did that walk off till he started to come back. But that was interesting. So it'll be interesting to see who they come up with. I hope he definitely it's a worthy opponent, man. Because I like to see him get a nice, exciting fight.
What's the other fight on that card?
You got Irene, Aldana, Yana. I'm not too familiar with them, but then you also got Gilbert Burns
and Wonder Boy, right?
Yeah, and Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy is maybe my second favorite fighter. So like, I love Wonder Boy. Gilbert Burns though is a tough motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Woodley beat the shit out of him. But that first round, Burns whooped Woodley. Don't forget that.
Yep.
So like he could absolutely knock out Wonder Boy for sure. He has the power, right?
Yeah.
Wonder Boy is a much better technical fighter, though, I would say. Also, that karate stance is fucking rough on everybody. except Woodley.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's very he like I say, when you watch him, you're wondering like how is it no one's beating the shit out of Thompson with that karate stance. Like I'm just, and it's got to be more than it's just awkward. I'm assuming his kicks must be like really powerful or something,
Well,
or
I
he's just
think
really fast.
he has like that Shawn Michaels like wind up like he kind of does, you know, how, like you know Shawn Michaels before you switch to music, like he would do like that wind up. If you watch like Wonder Boy, he's always kind of because it's that sideways stance like a fucking Johnny Cage video game, like a Mortal
Yes,
Kombat.
yes,
So
yeah,
like it's that long ass fucking leg he has, and he just whips it out, and you can't. It's hard to fucking take him down because you're always being kept at bay at that like that. He's tall. Was he 6'4"? He's
yeah.
tall.
He's pretty tall. He's pretty
So
tall.
he's tall. His reach is fucking crazy long. His leg reach is crazy long, and he's fucking powerful. I mean, how many knockouts have we seen from leg kicks from him? At least
Yeah,
2, 3. I mean,
yeah.
you know.
So
So I take Wonder Boy in that fight.
yeah. Now it would be interesting to see if he did his career differently, like if he went into the other martial arts like boxing or Thai boxing, because in my opinion, those traditional styles aren't as effective as like the boxing or the Thai boxing. You know, you got to put extra hours in to be that effective. So it would be amazing to see if he had started,
Is
with a
he
different discipline.
I'm sorry, I've been up since 4 a.m. I just get yelled at for yawning on my other podcast. But I've been up since fucking 4 a.m.
I've had a long day too, bro. My
I
eyes are
was up
all
for
like
3 hours.
chicken
My
and shit.
fucking my life sucks. Your show. Okay. Yeah, no. Is he like 51-0 in kickboxing?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, that's impressive in itself.
Yeah, he's been doing it, I think, since he was like 10 or something. Before he's been doing it his whole life with his father and stuff. But yeah, that should be a pretty good match. I don't know. I will see if Gilbert can take him down. That would be pretty interesting.
He would have to learn from what Woodley, because Woodley's obviously only got to beat him and then draw whatever the fuck. The only guy to beat him. But I mean, recently, right? Oh no, Pettis beat Wonder Boy, but that was a fucking crazy knockout. I mean, that was a fluke KO. I mean, don't forget again that fight too. Wonder Boy was beating the shit out of Pettis.
Yeah,
and Pettis just fucking off the cage knocks him out. I mean, okay. And even Wonder Boy says like, "Yeah, I got caught." What do you know? But like, Wonder Boy was winning that fight. Let's be honest. He was a better fighter. You know, he just got caught with lucky KO. But if Burns watches what Woodley did to Wonder Boy, that's his success route. I think is okay. How did he avoid the kicks? How did he take him down? Okay, do that. Okay, because Burns is a bigger dude. I mean, I know the same way, but he's I would say more muscular dude, right? Like he's a more solid. So you figure if you take Wonder Boy down, just like Woodley did, he's bigger than Wonder Boy. He's more solid, right?
Yep.
He could do damage from the top. I would assume.
I mean, it's obviously gonna once it's on the ground. If he keeps him there, obviously Burns has got the advantage with his jiu-jitsu skills and so forth.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's also got good hands too.
Yeah.
Man.
But I don't think he has better hands than Wonder. I don't think he has better hand. Like again, I think Wonder Boy's a better technical striker than Gilbert Burns is.
Yeah. He's got the advantage with the kicks and so forth. Gilbert is more like a one like power puncher, but he's got to wind up, whereas Wonder Boy can like stick and move a little bit better. I think. But it should be interesting. And I just noticed that on the preliminary cards they got Carlos Condit coming back.
How many times did he retire and unretire?
Yeah. Like I thought he retired, then he's fighting Max Griffin, who's 17-8-0.
Did he beat Matt Brown on his comeback?
Yeah, I believe you're right.
I picked Matt Brown for that fight. That's why I think I lost money on that fight.
But that was his last fight that he had too.
Yeah, right. So he's not retired. Like, all right. Who's he fighting? Max Griffin?
Yeah. I don't know too much about him.
Me either.
He's like I said, he's got 17 wins, 8 losses. He won his last fight too. He won his last fight.
That's a mediocre record. 17 and
Yeah,
8.
yeah,
It's not great, but it's not shitty by any means.
yeah. He won his last 2 fights. He lost to Alex Oliveira, and actually, it's kind of weird. He lost to two Alexes, Alex Morano and Alex Oliveira. That's kind of weird. But yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Now, getting to the main event, we got Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor.
Man,
And he turned down a title match for this one because obviously he's got dollar signs.
I mean, listen, that second fight between them, he was winning Conor the whole fight until that one fucking little punch that just hit him the right way in the third round, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Conor won fucking 12 and a half minutes into that fight. And then Dustin just beat him in the minute that mattered. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be honest. But that's all that matters. And Dustin, I love Dustin too. I feel, listen, if Conor loses this fight, it might be time to fucking maybe think about not fighting anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. So I think it all
winning.
Depends on which Conor shows up. He's, because I think I don't want to sound like the broken record, like he kind of lost the eye to tiger or whatever, because he's all loaded up with money or whatever now. It all depends, because right away, as soon as he lost, he's like, I want that rematch.
Well, pride. He's a prideful dude for sure.
Yeah. He's definitely got that pride in him, So I just think it depends on who shows up, because it's obvious. I mean, I believe he did do the training before. It was again that those calf kicks too, which have been dominating for a lot of people. A lot of people have been losing to those things, and it seems like a lot of people are throwing them. I'm just surprised that his training camp didn't foresee that. I can't remember if Dustin Poirier threw them in his last match.
He's doing calf kicks, yeah.
So if that was the case, then I'm surprised that Conor's training camp or his trainers, whoever, I would think that they would watch video footage of his last fight to see what changed, from the first time they fought. And if they had seen that, then they would have prepared Conor. But though, from what I'm hearing, it doesn't take too many of those to do the damage. So, I mean, I haven't been kicked in the calf. I've been kicked in the thigh. And those suck. Dude, but I've never been kicked in the calf. So I don't know. I can't speak to that.
No, it's fucking hurt like a motherfucker. It's just because it's essentially like just breaking down the muscle in your leg, and you can't fucking put weight on it. Like it's same thing with the thigh. Right? It's the same shit. Just lower part of your leg. It's fucking super painful. Conor, I think, has to knock Dustin out. To like his legacy is it's fading.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. And I hate saying that because we're all on the Conor dick train for a while, but it's like,
yeah,
it is what it is. I'm also honest. So it's like, hey, you were a hungry fucking poor Irish kid. You were dominant for a little bit. You made money. You fucked around, which I get because yeah, right? You're making that much fucking money at 28, 29 years old, 30 years old at the time.
Yep.
Married, kids, you're fucking going around to Gucci events, you're doing that shit. Oh, only go fuck around and fight Floyd Mayweather for millions of dollars. It's like that's not MMA, dude. You're doing everything but MMA. Brendan Schaub is a fucking dummy, but he said he's on point with this. He's like, if you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out of professional fighting, he's like, you might as well be out of professional fighting.
Yep.
And he's right. He's 100%. Like Tyron Woodley, right? The dude's doing, I say it all the time with Slapstick Sports, he's fucking rapping, he's doing TMZ shit, he's doing YouTube stuff. It's you're doing everything but fucking training. Because guess what? The guy that you're fighting, he's not doing any of that, man. He's in the gym grinding it the fuck out.
I didn't know that Tyron Woodley was rapping, but that,
oh yeah,
that
he's
would
awful.
explain
It's not
that
good.
would explain a lot.
It's not good. It's really bad.
That would
But
explain a
he's doing
lot
like
of
Twitch
his
shit, like he's
performance.
gaming, like he's doing everything but training. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, he's not
Yeah.
training. You know, he's not taking it like it's not his priority. And one of these guys, when these professional, and this any professional sport, but fighting more so because it's so personal and physical.
Yep.
So even in football, like if a professional football like quarterback, if Tom Brady decided to start fucking around and stop caring about football as being his priority, he wouldn't be 42 years old and the best quarterback of all time. We would have stopped hearing about Tom Brady in 2009.
Sure.
How it is. If you want to be the best at your level of the highest level of sport, you got to fucking be all in.
I agree. I agree. Now I'm wondering if one of them is going to change it up, and I actually kind of hope it does because it would be interesting to see if one of them changes it up and they actually try to use wrestling. Because I was actually when they fought the last time, I was actually wondering if Poirier was going to try to wrestle Connor. Everybody knows he usually has problems once he's put on his back.
I can't like fuck. I'm sorry. Again, been up since 4 a.m. Very sorry. My prediction, I think Dustin, he was too not submissive, but non-aggressive, I guess is the word. Jesse, what's the word I'm looking for? Like he wasn't as aggressive as he should have. Like he was way more like playing it back, but you're like, oh, I'm gonna sit back. And Connor was on the move, right?
Yep.
I think Dustin knew that fucked him. Again, I think Dustin even if he was honest, I think he'd be like, I was losing that fucking fight until I wasn't. You know, like I was like, I think he has to come out as the aggressor, push for takedowns, even push for strikes. Don't let Connor get comfortable. Because when Connor's comfortable, he was picking them the fuck apart.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's got to back Connor up. He's got to back him up.
Yes, up against the cage. Yeah, for sure.
But Connor they're both kind of good counter fighters, right? You know, like
yes.
So I think if either of them pushes the wrestling piece, I think that would change the dynamics of what we've seen from them in the past.
I don't think Connor's pushing wrestling.
I don't think so either. But I think he should, or the other guy should. But I think it would surprise Poirier if he did, though, and vice versa. You know?
Yeah, if Connor came out with the takedown, I'd be like, what?
Right? So I think that would be interesting. Now, I'm probably gonna have to say I'm probably gonna have to give it, in my opinion, I'm probably gonna have to give it to Dustin in this one, only because he's been more active than Connor has. That's my opinion.
I really don't know yet. I don't. Yeah. I won't know until I'll never know until the outcome. But like, I won't know if I'll make a prediction day of.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to tell in the first minute of the round, though. I think.
If that's the case, then I thought Connor should have won last fight. Fuck Christ.
Yeah, he got cracked though.
You're fucking cracked.
They both carry fire sticks in either hands, you know.
Yeah, so, I know. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. For sure.
Be good. Hey, man. So what's going on with you, man? You got any new shows coming up?
Actually,
let everybody know about
the July 10th, the same exact fucking night, which sucks for us because we got to figure out.
I'm gonna be in Aruba, so I'll just catch it.
Oh, you'll be able to watch it down there though easily. We have our finally, if you guys are in the Philly area, or the Bucks County area, but it's not far from Philly at all. Chalfont, PA, at the Pop-In Bar. Tickets are available at droptent.com or my social media. It's our monthly stand-up show. It's our first one back since COVID, which is awesome. We still run a monthly show at this place called the Pop-In. It's a great bar restaurant in Chalfont, PA. And we would sell out every single month. It was great. It was so much fucking fun. And then COVID COVID and the government shut us down. And then this is our first month back. So it's already selling out. So I advise everybody, if you're gonna come, get your tickets. It's myself, Neil Wood, Tyler Rothrock, Jesse Dram, and Andrew Thomas. It's a fucking great show. But it's the same night as fucking as a Connor fight. So it's at a bar restaurant though. So we're gonna go downstairs and hopefully they'll have it on the TV and we can watch it downstairs at the bar.
Does it go on at the same time as the main event,
No,
like your show, or a
no,
little earlier?
that's the great thing. Show starts at 8:30. We'll be out of there by 9:30, 10. So
there you go. So if you're in the
exactly.
area, guys, check out his show, and then afterwards, go check out the fights, man.
Hang out at the bar with us. Watch
Yeah.
the fight.
And
Watch me yell and
how's the
lose money.
podcast going? For you guys don't know, he has like a whole network of podcasts, but you got two. You're on two of them,
Oh,
right?
I'm on too fucking many. So the Cult of Us, which is my comedy one, I do it by Neil Wood. You guys, if you want, if that's this comedy, if you guys are into comedy and comedians being stupid, check out the Cult of Us. My sports one, which I also do with two other comics, that's also fun. But you know, we talk sports and trying to joke around about it. That's called Slapstick Sports. Took a lot of MMA on that too. And then my new one I launched is my libertarian podcast, The Porcupine. So for any news people out there or libertarians out there, check out The Porcupine. I've had on really good guests so far. I'm six episodes in. So
Oh
check that
wow!
out.
I didn't know about the third one.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
I knew the
yeah,
old one, which was Nerds Words, and he changed it.
that's Cult of Us now.
Yeah, and then you had the sports one, but I didn't know
So,
about the other one.
yeah, it's called The Porcupine. Yeah, I just started. I just launched it. I'm 6 episodes in. So we had on some great guests so far. So yeah, any libertarians out there or people, you know, non-libertarians out there or people right or left want to listen, check it out.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know if you know Adam, but I probably, like, when I get back, I'm probably gonna have you. I'll invite you to my other podcast because I started another one called Just the Mark Shark Show. Not about MMA,
Okay.
everything other than MMA.
Oh, okay.
You know, like I have entrepreneurs, authors, whatever. Anybody who can be interesting in my
Well, you know
listeners.
that's me, bro. If
Yeah,
anything, I
yeah,
am interesting. Yeah,
yeah.
dude, I can talk about libertarian stuff for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not too much into politics, but I'd like to hear your views on certain things. So
Well, the thing about libertarianism is it goes beyond politics. It's also just like it's a cultural too. It's a way that I firmly truly believe the version of libertarianism I look at is like the best thing for mankind. But just people won't do it because, you know, people are greedy, want money. But hey, that's a different time.
yeah, it's true. But yeah, man, I'll definitely hit you up when I get back, and I'll get you on the show, and it'll be great, man.
For sure.
Great. Anyway, it was great having you back. Hopefully, everything works out. Don't forget, he's got his show on July 10th, and then afterwards you can watch the fights. And that's it, man. We'll be back.